Name 5 things that you have to offer a man.
Nothing.
You know how to figure out if a man is sassy or not?
How?
Why is it always the broke women that got the most to say about broke dudes this and broke dudes that?
Are you saying that you were hoping that you would come over here and I would fuck you?
What is we talking about?
Now, Gil said when he first fell in love, he went all out and paid for a ring that cost $400 grand. But right after that, him and Laura broke up, and he thought to himself, man, that was a waste of money. So he immediately went and found a replica of the $400,000 ring for $10K. And once he got her back at the house, he just waited on the right time to swap the rings out.
If you ask me, that's smarter than what most of these dudes are doing. A lot of these guys, you're just taking the loss in the money and she taking it to the pawn shop. So big shout out to Gillis Arenas.
21.
How old she look?
32.
My big sister 32.
And little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old's the little sister?
I'm the little sister.
How old is she?
21.
Name 5 things that you have to offer a man.
Nothing, and nothing.
You ate with that one.
You're not serious though.
I am serious.
So why would a man even want to look your way if you can't add value to his life?
Well, down if you got the bag down.
Right. Thank you. Thank you,
You try to spend the money down.
So
Thank you, friend.
let's say the man has the bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back?
Why do it always got? I feel like you said you want pussy like that. I feel like that's what you're talking about. Why do it have to always be about getting pussy? Right, like ask some more questions like what's my favorite color? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga. Yeah, let's get to know each other. What color is my motherfucking real hair?
So you say it's about the money. Then when he admits, okay, he has the money, now you're saying, no, it's not about the money. Now ask me what my favorite color is. Get to know me. It doesn't work like that. That's what women want to do. They want to know this guy makes so much money that I get to pretend to act like I like him. I get to pretend to act like I'm a decent woman. We get to pretend to act like we're actually getting to know each other. But first, I need to see how much money you're making. Make it make sense, ladies. This is why you're losing.
So the fact that it's so many men in my comments just upset because I said, you gotta want me real bad. Like, if a man wants me, he gotta want me real bad. I want my man foaming at the mouth, weak in the knees for me. So many men in my comments like, oh, you regular, you this, you that. Like, tell your mom that.
That's original.
Tell your mother. Tell the person who you really want to tell. You need to tell her.
You mad.
Tell her. It's crazy how, like, I'm getting so much, like, spewed hate from men and women simply because that's what I desire and require. The fact that y'all be, like, just so angry, so mad as women in the comments try to, like, break down my physical appearance.
When you want a man to smother you and become a simp to get you, it only shows your narcissism and how weak you are as a person. Men are not really trying to heal women with gifts and compliments anymore because it doesn't work and it doesn't get a man anywhere. Most women nowadays, you have to pursue the man just as much as he's going to pursue you because men are starting to wake up.
What? Are you saying that you were hoping that you would come over here and I would fuck you?
I was just being honest.
Wow. Where are you coming?
Where?
To get put out of your misery.
Your dice sound.
That's very sweet.
Sometimes that's all it takes, guys, is for you to just tell a woman, I want to sleep with you, especially if they smoke cigarettes, have a lot of tattoos, speak out loud, drink and smoke, and love to party. It's even easier. But you guys try to go the classy man route with trashy women. Sometimes just get straight to the point and you'll be surprised at the results that you get.
Women have become extremely dangerous for men to let into their life, for men to date. And women don't want to see this. They don't want to own it. They'd rather blame the men. But a woman that's not emotionally in tune with herself, a woman that has emotional outbursts, a woman that manipulates, a woman that gaslights, women have become extremely dangerous for men to let into their life, for men to date. And women don't want to see this. They don't want to own it. They'd rather blame the men. But a woman that's not emotionally in tune with herself, a woman that has emotional outbursts, a woman that manipulates, a woman that gaslights, all of these components together, this is a very dangerous woman. So if you're a woman that hasn't yet found her peace, I wouldn't recommend dating just yet, because you become a liability for men, and then men don't pick you. And this is one of the reasons that men don't pick you. The problem is that if you're still in that energy, if you're still the woman that behaves and acts like that, you will literally repel men. Men will get this alarm bell when they meet you that says, this is not a safe woman for me. This woman is dangerous for me to entertain. He might entertain you for the night if you let him, but he's not going to entertain you for a relationship. So you want to be looking at yourself as a woman and check yourself. Women emasculate men all the time with her manipulation, with her gaslighting, with her emotions. This will literally repel any man that comes your way. So if you're single and you don't understand why, please, I do suggest that you begin to really get radically honest with yourself and how you treat the people around you.
A lot of women think that they can bully a man into liking them, and when he doesn't like them, then they try to shame him into why he's not liking her.
Another scenario, another question. Let's get into it. So this guy, he said his wife has gained a lot of weight since COVID hit. And he has discussed this with her about her weight and how he doesn't like seeing her this way. And he has asked her to come jogging with him, come walking with him, come do something with him so she could lose the weight or whatever. And he said they have been to counseling and everything. And she told him that you love me for better or for worse. So he feels that it's time to probably go towards divorce, because he says she's making him depressed and she's stressing him out because he really does not like to see her this way. So he wanted to know, is it time for divorce, or should he continue to try to work it out with his wife?
If you ask me, it all depends on how long they've been together, how much you love her. But truthfully, when you're sitting back watching someone drown in misery and someone becoming the worst version of themselves, you don't want to sit back and watch someone just deteriorate as an individual. And then when you're trying to change them, it can be heartbreaking. And when you try to help them out, then you may get some backlash from them, which is going to cause you to be upset. In my opinion, start leaning towards divorce, especially if you're a person that takes care of yourself.
Why is it always the broke ass women that got the most to say about broke ass dudes this and broke ass dudes that, and broke men don't have anything to offer? Meanwhile, these are the same women that use their last dollar to take an Uber to some Netflix and chills guy's house because they don't even have a car. Make that make sense. The same women that are preaching independent this and independent that, and they pay their own bills, are the ones that are on government assistance, getting money from their baby daddies, having their parents pay their freaking way. Meanwhile, claiming they do it all. These are the same women that don't have a 401k, that don't have a savings account, that have nothing to offer a man, and the only reason that she doesn't want to go 50-50 is because that man's bills is more than she makes in a month, even at 50-50. Because a real woman that is secure, that has her finances together, and that is financially responsible is not talking about broke ass this and broke ass that, and what is he going to do for me, and what is he going to give to me, and what gifts is he going to buy me. Like, obviously, if you're only making $12 an hour for 20 hours a week at a part-time job, there's no way that you can come in and even pay 50% on a $400 bill. That's going to be like your whole free.
They're both right. Those are facts. Only broke people have time to sit back and look at other people's lives and bring them down. When you're living a good life, especially financially, you spend more time trying to focus on keeping the income in. You're not really focused on people that's doing less than you.
Yeah, I think you should make each other food. I have a hard time with the whole like women thinking that they shouldn't cook. Would you want somebody who doesn't know how to cook having your kids? Who's gonna take care of the kids? KFC man? Popeye? Who gonna take care of the kids? Ronald McDonald? Who feeding these kids if you don't know how to feed yourself? Like, be for real. Yeah, I think you should make each other food.
You're gonna mainly see a whole bunch of single women with no kids saying this type of stuff because they're still under the manipulation from mother and grandma that says you don't need a man, don't depend on a man, so get out here and live on your own. They unlearn how to cook because they get used to eating fast food. That's why a lot of these independent women are fat.
You men don't want to date women that are sex workers or even women that aren't sex workers and lean into the whole talking about how sexy and are freely available on the internet for other men to see. What we're talking about is biological proclivity. What men are doing when they first say, this sounds amazing, to date a stripper or to date a prostitute or to date a sex worker, is there's this instinct to have sex. sex. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have sex all the time. But then when they realize that actually a form of wanting to be in a relationship is feeling that there's a mystery to a woman, that there's something that's yours, there's something that's sacred, there's something that's powerful and beautiful that just you share. And when they realize that they have to share that with other men, it completely diminishes the man. A recent cultural example of that, obviously, is what's happening with Nina Agdal. She's not a sex worker by any means. She just kind of said some sexy things on the internet. Now Logan has become the laughing stock of other men as they piece together everything that she's ever said that's overtly sexual. High value men don't want to date women that are.
And she's right. Your image as a woman can destroy a man. When a man walks around with some girl looking like she's trying to look sexy for the world looks at him as being weak. But if a woman's walking around like she's conservative and she's strong and she's confident within herself, it makes her man look better. Women don't understand that because they need validation to feel like they're powerful. So the more sexual liberated that they are, the more attention they give, the more love they feel. That's what makes it hard for a woman, is because she only sees this whenever her looks start to fade, and so do the men.
You know how to figure out if a man is sassy or not? Tell him you got your own money. Tell him that you got your own money and you are financially secure and like financially independent. You don't need funds from him to live. Of course, you want to buy me nice things. You want to buy me perfume. You want to take me on a trip. Cool. But I can take myself on these trips and everything. Cool. They will instantly go on an ego trip and they will flip on you. Then you got these grown ass men saying, oh, well, since you got your own money and you make your own money, protect yourself. Make yourself feel secure and safe. Why you need me to make you feel safe and secure, and since you got your own money, why you need the man? Why he can't be a deadbeat baby daddy? Why that ain't okay?
Ladies, black women, you know how many white, Latinos, Arabs, Indian, other ethnic groups of women that I've dated that have never brought up financial things at all? I want the young ladies to look at this. Trying to prove to a man that you don't need him and then he's feeling a certain type of way, it's not sassy. It's kind of like, all right, we're trying to get to know you, but if you're bringing up money, you're automatically throwing things off. Other coaches don't do this when you go out with them.
He told me dress up, he was going to take me out, so I got all dressed up and everything. He told me dress up, he was going to take me out, so I got all dressed up and everything, and we were going out to dinner, and he took me to Wendy's where we met for our anniversary.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet. Yeah, I thought that was
No, that was
romantic.
not. For 18 years.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's very sentimental.
No. Why would he have me dress up to go to Wendy's?
That's the part.
We looked absolutely ridiculous. I had a black and gold, shimmery dress on. I had gold heels.
Your heart was in the right place.
Absolutely.
I got to give you credit for that. Your heart was in the right place.
But it was just the dressing up part.
The execution, maybe.
She's like a bank.
No.
She takes all my dollars and she'll be very little interest.
He is. He wishes.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
That's what women don't understand about men. At some point, they're going to start to see your value and they're going to start to treat you that way, even if it takes 18 years. You may think he has you on a high horse, but the more you disrespect him, the more he starts to take you off that podium from you because you probably gave it away to a lot of other guys for nothing. That's what that is. Women need to understand. By the time you're 35 years old and you stop and look at every guy you spread your legs to and everything that went down your throat, they were all bums.
A man spending non-sexual time with a woman is purely a reward for the woman. You see, most women don't realize, but being around a woman is actually work for a lot of men. It's an energy-draining activity, unless that woman makes his experience around her a positive one. You're not spending time together, you're spending his time. That's time he could be using building up his wealth, growing his business, conquering the world, pursuing his goals and his dreams. A man spending...
That's why when you start talking to women, you can't be texting and calling her every day. You're supposed to be on your grind. And if you're not on your grind and you're not texting and calling every day, you look like you're on your grind and you start to become attractive. But seriously, when you get locked into being successful, you're not going to be thinking about sex. You're not going to be thinking about love. You're going to be thinking about the mission that you on. The mission will come before love. When you start putting a woman before the mission, you'll never get the mission accomplished. If she needs your attention more than you need money, you're going to lose.
86% of women who make the move end up marrying that person.
That makes a ton. This is the stat of the day. I just spit. That is the clear-cut stat of the.
There's the cheat code, ladies. If you want to get married, 86% of the time, if you ask the man, he actually says yes. Get in the comments and let me know what you think.